Hey guys, today we're going to be checking out the app Pivot, which is a smoking cessation app, so let's get into it. I already did sign up for the app. It required me to sign up with my real email address and verify it, so I just didn't include that part in the recording. But I remember it did have a nice opening screen when you first loaded it up, a nice background, moving background, and I thought it looked nice. It gave some information about the app as well. So at the top, it does show that there's some health plans and employers that offer Pivot Plus, or the paid program, which I'll get into in a little bit. But first thing that you see on the home screen, I added as a hypothetical that I smoke 20 cigarettes per day. So let's check this out. Learn to identify patterns. I already did this one, smoking and stress. I'll do a different one, but it's just like a quick little quiz or survey kind of. I'll just show you. For smoking and social life. Smoking and your social life is complicated. Chances are smoking makes some of your relationships more difficult. So let's see what this is. Just some information about smoking relationships, whether it be people you work with, friends, family. But yeah, so just what it has you do is think about those things. Just putting in some of your friends' names, so I'll just make up some names so we can get past it. But it just helps you think about the people that you smoke with. And then you have to think of at least one thing you have in common with them besides smoking. So it just helps you think, like, you don't have to smoke in order to hang out with these people. So I'll just put hanging out just so we can advance. And then, yeah, just again, another thing you have in common with person 2. And again for person 3. And then that's it. So it's not, this is all free, so it's not the most, advanced, but it does help you just think about those little things, like hanging out with your friends, doing other things than just smoking. So then here's this challenge. It gives you a challenge at the end. This week, take the smoke-free challenge with one of your smoking buddies. Okay, so you could talk to one of your friends. It helps motivate you, which I think is pretty cool. Today's quest. Sure. Go to a sporting event, sure. Alright. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's get into some other things that the app has to offer. Update goals. Right, so I did have to sign up. When I signed up, it made me say which stage of quitting I was at. And I just said that I'm thinking about it, but I don't really want to. This is where you can change it. So it's more at this stage that I put, thinking about quitting. It's more just education. But if I were to get to the point where I did want to quit, like actually, then you could switch it to that. And then preparing to quit, like once you have your quit date set, you can do that. And then once you're at the final stage of quitting, which is maintaining, you can set that one as well. So we'll just leave that for now. You can build a plan, add some reasons for quitting. With that, I actually can't do that. That's one of the paid features. So that's what you get with that. You can add in some of your reasons, your routines, triggers that make you want to smoke, how you cope with quitting, how else you manage your stress, and any medications you take. You also get some support here. Alright, let's go to challenges. Practice quit, so just for 1 hour. This is maybe for more heavy smokers. because going an hour I feel like wouldn't be that hard even if you did smoke all the time. But you can do that at any intervals. So you can do a full day even if you want to try just quitting for a full day. You can set that, and it helps motivate you. That. And then here's the community tab. This was similar to the other app that I reviewed, the diabetes one that had the community feature where you could interact with other people who had diabetes. This is similar in the sense that you can interact with other people who are trying to quit smoking. So it does say update your profile and confirm your privacy settings. Sure. Privacy settings, show smoking status and community. Sure. Alright, so let's check this out. Welcome to Pivot Community. Remember that this is a safe space for people to share, lift each other up, and keep it above board. Okay. So this is just from a moderator. This is from somebody yesterday sharing his story. It has now been over 6 weeks since I've taken a puff. I have to say it feels great, but it's not easy. Alright. So that's somebody that you could talk to if you wanted to connect with some other people and support each other. So I'm wondering if I need to sign up for this part. I don't believe I do. Okay. So I could post if I wanted to. I'm not going to right now, just because I wouldn't know what to say. I'm not a smoker, so that's cool that they have that feature, though. I like how you can comment and like the post as well. Looks like people are supportive as well. So nice. It definitely incentivizes you to use the app more in that sense. And let's just check everything else out. Okay, apparently there was more on the home screen that I missed. There's a CO sensor. Okay. I guess there's Bluetooth. I guess they have their own sensor that you can connect through Bluetooth. I don't have that though, so I'm not gonna connect that. You can track your cigarettes also just by tapping in the top right. You can say if it was now. You can edit say if it was earlier, and it gives you a reason. So it makes you think about why did you smoke that cigarette? Just was it after waking up? Just because? Bedtime, anxious. So it gives you a lot of options for that. I'll just put wake up. And then you can view your full log. Nice. And crush a craving. Alright, so it gives you tips on how to combat those cravings that you're having. If you want to smoke a cigarette, you can click this tab and it'll give you a suggestion. Right now it's saying breathe through a straw. Breathing through a straw can feel like breathing through a cigarette, but without the health risks. And then you can get another one if that doesn't help. Chew gum. I know that's commonly suggested to people who are in the process of quitting. But that's another cool feature they have. Alright, and I wanted to check out the profile. So it does have a questionnaire you can fill out. How many days you smoke a week? Every day, sure. Money, I don't know if this is accurate. I have no clue how much a pack of cigarettes costs. I'm just filling this out because alright, and you can see your story. Okay, so this is actually another technique I've seen used. Thinking about the money you would save. If you quit, you'll save $18,000 in 5 years. That's what, $3,000 a year, basically, or close close enough. I'm not good at math. But yeah, it just shows you, there it is, obvious, 3,600. Can't read either, apparently. But it just showing you what you could save by quitting smoking can be motivating for some people. Okay, and then you can also add a description for people to see on the social media portion of the app. So I do want to see if I can find the price of the premium. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can get this without an access code. Honestly, I'm not seeing any other options on how to pay. Yeah, I'm just looking through. I'm not seeing anything. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Yeah. It just says, yeah, this is the only option it's giving me. So I guess you need a code from your employer or health plan. You can't just sign up and pay X amount of dollars to get the bonus features. You need an actual code, it looks like. But yeah, that's pretty much everything the app has to offer. So let's get into the review. For the purpose, obviously, to help smoking cessation. And I think it does a pretty good job of it. Different ways to crush cravings. It does help you log your cigarettes, and provides plenty of additional information for how to improve your health, find motivation, plenty of other things. But yeah, I'll give that a 9 out of 10. Onboarding process, I know you guys didn't see it. It was pretty nice, though. It definitely didn't look bad at all. It had some information on what the app has to offer, and it just looked nice in my opinion. So I'll give that an 8 out of 10. User experience, it was pretty easy navigating the app. They only have 3 tabs on the bottom instead of 5, like most of the other apps I reviewed have. So use it. It's a pretty good experience, I would say. Easy to use. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. The user interface, it's okay. It's not as nice as some other apps that I've seen, and that's kind of just personal preference. But it's certainly not bad either. It's definitely unique. It's not a generic app. Definitely unique in that sense that it's got its own look. But there are some parts that I was kind of confused about. So I'll give this one a 6 out of 10 as well. Engagement, I feel like it does a great job of engaging the user. There's the social media aspect, interacting with other people who are going through smoking cessation. So that is definitely something that could motivate somebody to stay on the app. These challenges as well. And the crush a craving feature. It gives you the options for what to do when you are craving a cigarette, but you want to take your mind off of that fact that you want to smoke a cigarette, so it gives you something else to do. All those things are great, and I would give it a 9 out of 10 for engagement. Data control and security. It made me verify my email, which is, I think, the first app that has done this out of any of them. And there aren't any other possible security breaches that I really noticed. It didn't even make me enter my last name. It did make me verify my email, though. So yeah, I think this is a pretty safe and secure app. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Requests, it did request permission for notifications and everything. So I'll give that an 8 out of 10. And then finally, operational, which has to do with the business model and team that put the app together. And I gotta say, I'm kind of confused on how they generate revenue. I'm assuming they have paid relationships with some of these employers and health plans, but if it was someone like me, is like, say I was a smoker and I wanted to use the full features of this app, I wouldn't be able to just pay however much money it costs to pay for it that way. It seems to require you have to go through your health plan or employer. So that definitely excludes some people who maybe don't have health insurance or don't have a job. But yeah, the app, I'm not entirely sure how to analyze this because I can't really say how much they're charging for these full features, but it does look like a pretty well put together app. I'll give it a 4 out of 10. And that brings our grand total to 58. So right on par with the Glucose Buddy app that I reviewed a couple days ago.